Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I got to tell you about the fabulous, most groovy bell bottoms.
Bonjour, Monsieur Wick, and welcome to La Resistance.
It's about time, people. John Wick is back, and he's back for vengeance. If you don't know, Keanu Reeves is playing the ex-hitman, John Wick. Keanu has played in many movies such as the Matrix series, Bill and Ted series, and even voiced in Toy Story 4. So far, each movie has been a masterpiece in having a good story. But having a good movie series is hard enough as it is. John Wick is one of the best movie series out there. I mean, John Wick 4 has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 9.5 out of 10 from IMDb. It has been 4 years since the latest John Wick. It has been 9 years since the first ever one. If you have no idea what I'm saying, let me catch you up. John Wick 1. John, finally retired as hitman, is looking to rest with his dog after his wife died. Then some hooligans from the hitman boss tries to steal John's car, but they kill the one thing he didn't call, his dog. Throughout this movie, he hunts down the boss's his son, who was the mastermind behind the incident, to get revenge. And he ultimately does. John Wick 2 gets even crazier. John is now finally in retirement, gets a new dog. Due to one of his old co-workers, he finds out that some people have put a bounty on him, which pulls him out of retirement to either complete these bounties or face the consequences. The whole movie is about surviving the attacks, but also figuring out who did this. He does in the end, but now due to killing the head hitman boss, he has lost the protection of the Hitman Association. That's where John Wick 3 comes in. The dude just wants to live a life with his dog, but sadly no. At this point, he has $1 billion bounty on his head. And literally everyone tries to get to that bounty. He goes through the movie just absolutely destroying everyone. It's like no one can stop him. By the end of the movie, we see the old main head of the Hitman Association retire, and he's by himself against the new boss. This is where now we are caught up here. John Wick 4 is all about him trying to end this so-called curse on him by going for this new head boss. So I'm excited about this movie, but we have to pay our respects to Lance Reddick. He was part of John Wick 1 through 4. He was in Godzilla vs. Kong. Dude was a great actor, but sadly passed away on March 17th, and he was only 60. So that John Wick 4 is a good wrap-up to his career.
Thursday, October 21st, 2021. On the set of an upcoming Western film named Rust, during rehearsals, an actor starring in the film, Alec Baldwin, would hold the Colt gun as it discharged a live round, killing cinematographer Helena Hutchins and wounding director Joel Souza. Baldwin and the armorer who oversaw the firearms on the set, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, are each charged with 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter, which could result in 1.5 years in jail and a $5,000 fine. Since it's been 2 years since the awful event occurred, let's look at the timeline of events that led up to today. October 21st, 2021. The same day the shooting occurred, Helena would die in UNM Hospital due to her injury. While rehearsing, Baldwin would aim the gun towards Helena and the director when the gun went off. November 17th, 2021. Mamie Mitchell, the script supervisor, files a lawsuit against Baldwin and anyone else involved in the shooting. According to the lawsuit, Mamie would claim that the film's producers would skip safety precautions to save money. It also claims that the gun misfired twice before the accident occurred. December 3rd, 2021. Baldwin would give an interview to ABC News denying any responsibility of the shooting. He claimed that he had no idea the gun even misfired and never even realized that Helena was killed and Jill was injured until hours later. Baldwin also claimed that before the event, Helena was going over camera angles and told Baldwin to aim towards her armpit. He said that the gun was handed to him and told it was cold and that he didn't even pull the trigger. He was only cocking the gun. October 5th, 2022. Matthew Hutchins, Helena's husband, and Baldwin agreed to a settlement which would name Matthew an executive producer on the film, which is set to resume filming with the original cast and crew. October 27th, 2022. The Santa Fe Sheriff Office would submit their investigational findings to prosecutors in Helena's death. According to spokesperson Juan Rios, the case outlined forensic evidence, interviews, and more. November 11th, 2022. Alec Baldwin files a lawsuit against several Rust crew members for negligence. The lawsuit claims that Baldwin had no responsibility for the set's safety and did not know the gun had live rounds in it. January 19th and 31st, 2023. Prosecutors announced that Baldwin and Gutierrez-Reed will both be charged with 2 counts of manslaughter each. Then, it becomes formally announced with a probable cause document. March 14th, 2023. Baldwin's legal team had filed a motion saying that it was unconstitutional for Special Prosecutor Andrea Rebb to be part of the case since she was not only prosecutor but also a legislator. She would announce stepping down on March 14th, 2023. And now we wait. We wait for the trial. We wait for a moment which could change lives. Either way, we wait for the beautiful life of Helena Hutchins and how tragic an event ended her life and career so quickly. Either way, we remember her, her work, her beauty, her children, her family, her.
What if you had to have a full schedule as a senior?
I'd be pretty upset. I wouldn't be able to go home and go to sleep.
All right, thank you.
Honestly, I've been in school for too long, and I don't like it. I wouldn't do it. Not happening.
All right, thank you.
Can't do it.
I have a full schedule and I really like it. Like, I would not like to come back to school like after I've already been here for sports, so it's a benefit.
All right, thank you.
What if sports games were during the school day?
We should have a 2-hour early release.
So like a dismissal?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we go.
What if we had a pool?
What if we had a pool? Well, if we had a pool, it would be insane. Everyone would be wet, and we could be gym classes. You'd be able to go take a couple laps. I'd announce swimming events. We'd have a water polo team. There's a lot of cool things if we had a pool.
All right, thank you. So what if we had wooden spankings as punishments at the school?
That would be fantastic, but I have a better idea. I feel like there should be one day a month where the kids don't know what day it is, where if you do something bad, you get hammered. And you never know what day it is. That's what I think.
Thank you.
What if we had no spring break?
I'll tell you, I'd like that because you know what? I come from Pennsylvania. Whoa, man. I come from Pennsylvania where spring break's probably like 2 days. So I think students in Maryland are kind of spoiled. So I think, 1, we'd get out of school sooner, and 2, I don't think we need a week-long spring break. So I personally am a teacher. I don't have a personal life. I live here 24/7, so I love school. So I hate spring break. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm going to drop this, and I'm out. You got that? All right, see you.
Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to see a story of murder, greed, corruption, violence, exploitation, adultery, and treachery. All those things we hold near and dear to our hearts.
Pop. 6. Squish. Cicero.
Lipschitz.
spring break right around the corner, we thought we asked PHS students what they're most looking forward to this spring break.
What are you most looking forward to about spring break?
Just hanging with my friends and sleeping in.
What are you looking forward to most for spring break?
The baseball tournament that we have coming up.
What are you looking forward to most for spring break?
School and like just getting a break and sleep.
What are you looking forward to most for the spring break?
Doing math note cards and playing baseball.
What are you most looking forward to about spring break?
Being able to sleep in and just hanging out with my family and friends.
What are you looking forward to most for spring break?
Probably just work out, work on my basketball skills. That's it. Develop. That's all. For the little week and a half we got.
Forward to most this spring break?
Warm beaches, sand, normal spring break.
Have a great spring break, Pax.